welcome back to the channel. I'm Natalie Henry Charles, and so basically today we are going to be working on packing up Faire wholesale orders. So this past week was it was basically their summer market, and so essentially what that is it's their way of competing with in-person markets. So Faire gives you a little bit of a match up to a certain percentage. I think it was 5% this year. So like if you gave 5%, they would match your 5%. So it would be a total of 10% off for the retailer. So during this time, it's a good time for retailers to pick up items. It's beneficial for you because you're getting a discount as well on what you would discount at a show. So like, if you didn't know this already, a lot of the times when you go in person to like Atlanta Market or New York Now, booths will have a show special over a certain amount. So if you book with them at the show, they will basically give you a discount. And so it's a great way to incentivize retailers to purchase right there and then. And so, you know, like for instance, last year when I did Atlanta Market for the summer, I did give a 10% discount over a certain amount and then a free shipping discount over another amount. But it was all coming out of my pocket. So why I like Fair's markets is because they match you, you know? So like you're kind of saving 5% if you were to go to a show, right? Now is the perfect time for retailers to purchase. So we've gotten a few orders in. I'm actually going to have my kids in here helping me. They want to help so bad, so I'm going to have them on envelope duty. So in addition to that and the air condition, it's going to be very loud in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do a voiceover for the rest of this video, but let's go ahead and get started because we have a bunch of orders to pack and we also got some retail orders, direct to customer, so I want to get those out as well. Let's go.
Okay guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about the Faire Market and how it went for me. As you guys know, I run my own brand called Pretty Peacock Papery, and we create lighthearted and fun stationery for people who want to focus on self-reflection, self-awareness, growth, self-care, and just making sure that they're better people. You know, we are really just trying to unite people at my company. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about Faire Market and how it went for us and all of the things that I did, which was a lot, and my thoughts on all of it. So first and foremost, it was not our highest performing year, not by a long shot, but it also wasn't our worst performing year. So here's everything that I did to see some results. So the first thing I did was upload new product. It's one of the things that Faire really pushes. They want you constantly uploading new product. One of the things that I didn't really know people were doing was they were taking any old listings that maybe didn't have a whole lot of traction on it, either deleting them or unpublishing them and then reposting them. So this is something that I have not really truly tried to play around with. I really just try and make sure I'm posting new content for my retailers, but I know a lot of brands are reposting old inventory, and it's something that I'm open to playing around with in the future. I just have not quite done it for myself yet. So I'm not opposed to it, but I really just focused this go around on getting fresh designs up. I don't know if you saw our previous video, but in the previous video I did mention that I haven't really posted new designs in a while. Like the end of last year was the last time I released new cards. And so while I did release new stickers and new types of products like our recipe book, I hadn't really put out new cards in quite some time. So I wanted to focus on that. And so that's what I did. I focused on two best-selling categories, which was birthday and holiday. And I actually did not get any holiday orders. Surprise, surprise. I only really got orders for the birthday card, the new birthday cards, and then new stickers. Those were my best-selling categories. So going forward, I kind of know what to focus on. Next market, I know what to kind of like set my intentions on. So, not to say that I would not put out new holiday again. It's just that for me and my particular brand, my retailers on the small local level, like my small mom and pop shops, they typically buy like September. So, I mean, I don't know if it's just because I'm a greeting card company or what, but they really don't buy like super far out for greeting cards, like in my experience. Now, the big box stores, yes, the big accounts where they're buying for multiple locations, they definitely do buy several months in advance. And that's because they have to process the inventory and all that jazz. I have seen that more like gift type shops, more gift type brands, they usually typically get the bigger orders. Higher priced products typically get the bigger orders early in advance. And that's just not us. We do greeting cards mostly. We're mostly greeting cards, followed up by stickers, followed up by journals. So for the most part, our brands are buying like September, October, November and I even get some late December, some late orders in December. So that was the biggest thing that we focused on. The next thing that I focused on was updating my shop and just putting up new banners, putting up new photos, trying to get photos onto listings that are performing well. So all of my best-selling listings, I made sure that I had enough photos on it. You're only allowed to put one video. So I made sure to update those listings and make sure that they're just like very much optimized for search. And then the next thing that I focused on was my email marketing. So I don't know if you are currently doing this or not, but if you are not, definitely do this. I have my own email list. Anyone who purchases on Faire, I reach out to them and I just make sure that it's okay to message them. But I have my own independent Faire or wholesale list. And this is something that I curate. This is something that I spend my time building and reaching out to retailers and making sure it's okay to talk to them on there. And so I have my own individual email list for my wholesale. So I focused on messaging them. I messaged them a week out and said, hey, we're participating. Make sure you are buying. I reached out on Sunday and said, hey, it starts tomorrow. The summer market starts tomorrow. Make sure you're buying. And then I didn't reach out on Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I reached out each one of those days. And then on Thursday, I reached out a second time. So I reached out twice on Thursday. In the morning, it was like, hey, this is the last day. At night, it was like, hey, this is the last few hours. No more emails after this. This is it. If you haven't bought it, then, you're probably not going to buy. And so I really do feel like those helped. All of my sales came in within like maybe 30 minutes of sending those emails. And so I was really happy to see that people were actually opening it, clicking through, and then following through and purchasing. I did end up sending one email through the Faire app or the Faire platform through their email marketing saying, hey, I see that you have some things in your cart. Be sure to check out because you're going to get a discount. And so focusing on those things, I really only messaged through Faire once. And the reason for that is I absolutely love Faire. Well, we have a love-hate relationship, but I love Faire, but a lot of my retailers on there, people who are my actual real-life friends in real life, have unsubscribed from Faire marketing. And once they have unsubscribed from Faire marketing, there's no way to contact them. So basically, I always make sure and reach out to my own retailers, do my own work, do my own legwork, and make sure that they're on my list and in contact with me because that's where I'm going to be able to give them the most information. And so I mostly message through my email list, my own private email list. And I did see a lot of success with that. In the past, I haven't seen during market a lot of success with messaging via Faire, and that's because Faire also throttles their emails. So a retailer is only ever going to get 3 emails per day. 3 emails per day. It's almost laughable because the average shop has about 80 brands in store. So yeah, if you think about Faire's tactic of telling us to email and then they're throttling the emails and then they're telling us like, oh, hey, message them through our email service. It's not going to work. The math is not math in there. So I used my own and I was very happy with the results. And then the last thing that I did was I just focused on being present on social media. I made sure to do several posts during the week talking about Faire Market. I made sure to post in my stories talking about Faire Market. I made sure to be on Faire's posts, commenting on there, saying we're participating. The biggest complaint is that retailers cannot find brands during Faire Market. And so I made sure to just do all the things, use the hashtag, because they were basically reposting people who were using the hashtag. And so I was reposted once, but I didn't get any new orders. It was all reorders. So that kind of tells me that was my legwork, constantly emailing and reaching out and through my social media. And then the other thing that I did was I released some very trendy stickers the weekend before we heard some things happen in politics. And so I really spoke to those things that were happening in politics. And I did notice that 3 of the orders that I got were for those stickers that were basically politics related. So I was very excited to see that, and I was happy for those 3 orders because they were pretty sizable orders. So those are the things that I did to generate sales during the market. I hope that you found that helpful, and let me know down below if you're going to implement any of those things for the next market. My biggest takeaway from this past market was that I need to be doing more outreach to my retailers. I really do believe that the emails that I sent out were well received. I really do believe that. Unfortunately, my open rate tanked once the market actually started. But in the week before and the day before that I was sending emails, my open rate was about a 60%, and just to have, I've always said, I think my problem is eyes on the brand. Like, in order to generate income, like consistent income, you have to have consistent eyes on the brand. And if I were to send out an email at least once a week, I think I would have more success with reorders. And if I was sending out weekly emails, reaching out to retailers, I really do believe that I would have more consistent new retailers coming in. And the biggest thing that I saw was that I feel like I don't have enough growth with my wholesale. I feel like my wholesale list is kind of stagnant, and it's because, life has just been crazy. It's the stuff that happened last year, and then, I kind of thought, okay, maybe I'll be doing shows, and that'll be my way to generate new blood. But I ended up not doing any shows. And for a while, I was focusing on my big box store. And then, I also work with behind the scenes for Hyatt hotels. And so I had a bunch of Hyatt hotel orders coming in, so behind the scenes, I'm like, I was kind of comfortable, but I actually think that I'm going to be hiring out for this work. I'll let you guys know the process and if I do decide to do that, but I'm actually thinking of hiring out the work for wholesale outreach because it's not one of my strong suits. Communication is just not one of my strong suits. And I really do think that I have somebody in mind that would be perfect in that role. And I really do think that the business would grow if this person were to come work with me. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. But the biggest takeaway was definitely to be talking to retailers more, making sure that they have enough visual content for their stores, because Faire actually lets them just like use our images directly from Faire. So whatever you put on the Faire listing is fair game for them to use. And so, just having the ability for them to promote the products, to be able to sell the products, I mean, I feel like that alone is a game changer. So I have some goals that I'm going to be focusing on in the next quarter to get ready for fourth quarter. And that is reaching out more consistently, creating some bundles that I think will be more giftable type items, and then also just creating more content for them and uploading it to the listing and making sure that they have enough visuals in order to sell my products with ease. All right, so I am actually heading to the post office right now. I have my packages. So we only did 4 today because, like I said, I had some a new sticker release. And basically what I did was I mopped the sticker and I put it on like social media. I put it on my Faire, and people actually bought it before I got it in. So I'm gonna have them by Sunday, so I'll be able to pack orders on Sunday again. But right now I'm just heading to the post office because I want to hurry up and get them in and scanned so that I can get paid tomorrow. All right, let's go, guys. So I just dropped off the packages, and it's so funny. Jeff usually does the drop-offs for me, and they were like, uh-oh, what did you do with your husband? Because usually he's the one that drops it off. So it was just like a little joke in there. It was so funny. So now I'm gonna head back home, and the rest of the day I am going to take the time to just spend with my children. I am gonna send out one more email because today is the last day of Faire, so I have to just put that together. But it's gonna be a very simple email. I'm gonna use a template from earlier, and it'll take me maybe 30 minutes to put together. So, but yeah, the rest of the day is for the babies. We also have karate today, so I gotta take them to karate. And I think I might bake a cake with them. We'll see how much time we have. We only have like an hour, so we'll see. I just wanted to tell you guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you liked the video, and I hope that you found it useful. If you like this type of video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. The comments and the likes really help me decide what type of video to shoot. So if you could, I would really appreciate it, especially a like on the video. It's very helpful, not only for myself, but also for the algorithm. And I am trying to get to 500 subscribers. We have almost 300 right now, so I would love, love, love if you would subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!